Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Franck Kessie as Juventus are reportedly very optimistic to sign the player on a permanent deal this summer. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about right back Sergiño Dest as Barca are reportedly open to a loan exit for the fullback if 10 million euros wages are being covered. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have had their fair share of trouble finding suitors for unwanted players this summer, while players like Ferran Torres and Dest have not been able to attract suitors. Franck Kessie has been quite picky in choosing his next club. The Ivorian has been courted by Saudi Arabian clubs, but he is apprehensive about moving to the Middle East. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Franck Kessie has now become a target for Italian giant Juventus. Franck Kessie, whose market value currently is 25 million euros, is open to the idea of returning to the Serie A as he feels respected there. The midfielder had a successful spell with AC Milan before he moved to Barca last summer. As per the report, Serie A giant Juventus wants to sign Franck Kessie as potential replacement for Paul Pogba. The Frenchman has been flirting with the possibility of leaving Turin this summer amid interest from Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia. So with the likes of Ruben Neves and of course Milinkovic-Savic recently making the move to Saudi, even at their peak, Paul Pogba could follow the same road. That is where Franck Kessie comes into the fray. Juventus, though, the only interested in signing the Ivorian on a loan deal for now. Juventus coach Massimiliano Allegri is a huge fan of Franck Kessie as the player offers a lot of work ethic on the pitch. However, Juventus only prefer to sign him on a temporary arrangement for now. Barcelona, for their part, prefer to sell him permanently this summer as they are so desperate looking for cash to balance the books. As such, the Italians are also looking for other alternatives in the market as well, including Rodrigo De Paul and Jayon Koopmeiners. It appears Barca and Juventus must hold proper dialogue, proper meetings regarding a potential operation for Franck Kessie if they are to meet their goals this summer. It will be interesting to see how this transfer saga transpires in the coming weeks. Of course, Franck Kessie's future remains a hotly debated subject for many media outlets this week. The player has been linked with a handful of clubs. He has a lot of suitors, right? Compared to other players like Ferran Torres, other players that Barca want to kick out. But for Franck Kessie, it is like it doesn't come as a surprise because he is a top quality player, and the fact that he is not wanted by Xavi doesn't mean he isn't a good player. There are many top clubs there in Europe that need the services of Franck Kessie, and the player is still reluctant to leave. But of course, with handful of clubs showing interest, two from or three clubs from Saudi Arabia have already showed interest. The City Hour have gotten Inter Milan also show interest in the past, and now we are talking about Juventus. And also in the Premier League, he has interest there. So he's a top quality player, but it's quite unfortunate that he has never been, that such quality of him have never been realized or have never been recognized by Xavi in Barcelona. The player must be hurt by the way things have gone for him because I don't think Franck Kessie himself saw this coming. Leaving a club where he was a starter all the time, he was seen as their talisman in AC Milan, helping them to secure the Scudetto 2 seasons ago. Coming to Barca, he never saw this thing coming, being a bench player all the time, and will only secure game time when there's an injury in the middle of the pack. That wasn't the idea for Franck Kessie. I'm pretty sure of that. But now it is the way it is. there's nothing he can do about it. Xavi has other ideas. And so the player is left very, very frustrated. And Juventus now showing interest. He might consider going there, as we all know that he still have good feelings about Italy, even though there were some reports earlier saying that he doesn't want to return to Serie A football again. But this report contradicts that, saying that he feels respected in Italy. That is why he might still consider a move to Juventus in the near future. But Barca went by or let me say a permanent move. But Juventus are reportedly open but for a loan move. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Contradicting reports continue to emerge regarding the future of Barca right back Sergiño Dest. Just a while ago, it was suggested that Xavi was prepared to give him a chance to earn a place in the squad for next season by taking him on pre-season tour of the United States of America. The report insisted that Dest's continuity with Barca was very much a possibility. However, a fresh update from Javi Miguel of AS goes on to make completely contradicting claims as far as the situation surrounding Dest is concerned. As per the journalist, Barca wished to take the 22-year-old fullback along for the pre-season tour of the US only because of marketing reasons. The Blaugrana believe that Sergiño Dest is an attraction in terms of sponsorship and box office back in the homeland. However, once Dest and Barca return from the tour, the player will have to look for a new club. Javi Miguel adds that Barcelona's main preference remains to sell the former Ajax man permanently in the ongoing transfer window. However, if there are no attractive enough offers, Barca are open to loaning out the defender as long as his 10 million wages are covered in full, or at least a large part of it is borne by the club that signs him. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.